What's going on with the truckers? So the big news for the day is Uber just acquired Transplace just about an hour ago for $2.25 billion. So $750 million in Uber's common stock, and the rest was in cash. So you're thinking to yourself, why does this matter and what does this have to do with you in the trucking industry? And I'm here to tell you that it has a lot to do with you in the trucking industry. Because if you know Uber, they have Uber Freight, which they started in 2016, and they've been doing this at a loss for this whole time because they want people to use their platform, right? And what Uber Freight does is it connects truck drivers to shippers. Well, why did they buy Transplace? Because Transplace, they actually work with the shipping brokers and the carriers, and they manage their freight and supply logistics, meaning that now Uber manages $11 billion worth of freight a year. So they're pretty much trying to take over the game. Now, here's a video of the CEO of Uber Freight talking about why they're purchasing it and saying that hopefully this will get them to profitability, because Uber Freight is actually not profitable right now.
With this acquisition, what can we expect going forward? Will Freight's growth accelerate or continue to decelerate?
Thanks for having me. Super excited to share the news. We have been growing phenomenally well over the past few years. Those numbers decline because they keep getting higher. And we think with the acquisition, we're going to see a lot of opportunity for growth and offer more and more innovation and technology for supply chain across the world and for the tens of thousands of shippers that the joint company will serve. And as a matter of fact, we have built the largest digital network in the US for truck drivers. We have over 1 million truck drivers on the platform. And as you can see in our financials, they keep getting better because now that we have that scale and have that liquidity, the innovation of marketplace technology and data science and efficiency we can bring now that we have that digital infrastructure are only accelerating. And that's the next step for us. We now understand super well truck drivers and carriers that employ them, and Transplace understands super well shippers and their supply chain. So when you bring both together, Uber Freight accelerates Transplace, Transplace accelerates Uber Freight, and the combined entity can really offer a lot more value to the ecosystem.
With that said, this is really big, guys, because you have to know this. In the past, 2 years ago, Uber Freight purchased Otto, which is a self-driving automated truck company, and they now seized that company and they're not doing anymore. But if you look closely in the news, they've invested with Toyota, with Volvo, with PACCAR over $1 billion altogether towards Aurora, which is going public, and they're doing self-driving semi-trucks. So if we keep on continuing to use this application, where do you think it's going to go? At one point, they will own all the freight, they will have all the truck drivers, and when they have all the power, they're going to kick us out. And guess what? They invested a lot of money in a self-driving truck company. Where do you think they're going to want a lot of these trucks to go? They're going to want them to go with their managed freight that they just purchased for $2.25 billion. So that's your news. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like the Uber Freight app now? What are your thoughts about that? And also, how do you feel about thinking that you're working with the shipper, but really that shipper is Uber?